10 unbelievably deadly rides around the globe. Ride disasters. Unbelievably deadly rides around the world will almost certainly tell you that safety is their primary priority. And while millions of people ride roller coasters and other attractions each year without issue, a single terrible ride or incident can permanently damage a park's reputation. So today, we'll look at some of the world's fastest and most deadly roller coasters, as well as the tallest and most dangerous water slide. When there were no such things as safety requirements, even the most fundamental safety procedures appeared to be an afterthought. 10. The Catapult at Mount Olympus Water and Theme Park. Mount Olympus has a bit of a reputation. Many people refer to it as, quote, an accident waiting to happen, unquote. And you enter this Wisconsin park at your own peril. The park is named after Mount Olympus in Greece, where Greek gods are thought to reside. It has an unusual combination of indoor and outdoor water park and theme park rides. Today, we'll be looking at Mount Olympus's infamous Catapult. The Catapult is a big catapult ride. A bullet-shaped capsule holds 2 passengers and is suspended by bungee cables between 2 towering poles. They are then launched into the air like a slingshot. Fortunately, this incident occurred before the journey began. Otherwise, things could have turned out far worse. 9. The Luna Park Ghost Train Fire. This ride is thought to have been built around 100 years ago in Sydney, Australia, around 1931. In Australian theme park history, the ghost train is legendary. A fire engulfed the train in June 1979, utterly destroying the ride. This fire claimed the lives of 7 people. It was a heinous catastrophe. The fire started around 10:15 p.m. At this time, it was estimated that 35 people were on the ride. When dense smoke began to flow from the tunnel entrances, the alarm was raised. Staff did their best to put out the fire, but due to a lack of personnel and the hose not reaching through the ride, the train was destroyed. In 2007, the council also established a separate memorial park. A sculpture stands here to honor those who have died. And my thanks go to all the Luna Park employees who have kept the site going and respected their memories. Don't forget to dig up that subscription button and join us on a journey of ride disaster. 8. The Verrückt in Schlitterbahn Water Park. Did you know the German word verrückt means crazy or insane? It does. This beast certainly lived true to its moniker. The slide measured 168 feet. It was, in fact, the world's tallest water slide, exceeding even Kilimanjaro in Águas Park in Brazil. The Verrückt water slide, due to open in the summer of 2013, was originally planned to include 2 drops. Builder Henry, on the other hand, failed to promote his proposal to other vendors, resulting in delays and problems. 7. Rough Riders, Coney Island, New York. The term Rough Riders, which President Theodore Roosevelt used for his cavalry regiment, initially brought attention to this ride. It debuted in 1915 and differed from modern coasters in that each car had a ride-on driver, much like a modern tube train. Everything was going swimmingly until the automobile suddenly accelerated, causing its wheels to leave the track and the entire vehicle to flip and roll on its side. The passengers were subsequently thrown against an iron fence 30 feet above the ground. 3 individuals died as a result of the fall, and the only 2 survivors were a mother and her 4-year-old child, who was able to hang on to the damaged car's handrail. Fujin Rajin 2, Expoland, Suita, Japan. Disaster struck on May 5, 2007, conveniently on the same day that Japan celebrates Children's Day. The seated coaster had been one of Expoland's most popular attractions for the last 15 years with no problems. The coaster was unique in the way that it was built to keep riders standing and had a top speed of 75 kilometers an hour. The ride was almost done when one of the car's wheel axles broke, causing it to swerve to the side and killing a woman who hit her head against the guardrail. The coaster pulled her for 300 meters before coming to a stop. and 18 other riders were injured, but thankfully not seriously. The park's reputation could not be restored, and it closed in 2009. 5. The Disney World Monorail. Oh, here comes my favorite theme park. Now, let's talk about a destination that many of us are familiar with, Disney World. But with all of their more dangerous-looking rides, I didn't anticipate their most catastrophic ride accident to be with the monorail. The monorail system has been utilized to transport thousands of people across the huge resort every day for almost 50 years. However, on the Disney monorail in 2009 at 2 a.m., a critical track switch was never engaged. As a result, the train reversed along the wrong track, colliding with 2 Disney monorails. In this horrible event, a driver was killed, but fortunately the other driver and the passengers were uninjured. 4. Thunder River Rapids Ride. The ride had been around for almost 30 years. It was located in Dreamworld's Gold Rush Town sector. In 2016, there was a tragic incident on this journey. A water pump on the ride failed one day, causing the raft to flip, and 4 persons were slain in a terrible accident. The tragedy was widely publicized throughout the country. Malcolm Turnbull, Prime Minister at the time, even went on TV to express his sorrow to the families. He said, "At this sad moment, all of our colleagues and all Australians' thoughts and prayers are with the families." Dreamworld was fined $3.6 million for the occurrences, which were termed the worst Australian amusement park mishap since 1979. 3. The Son of the Beast in Kings Island. Son of the Beast is the ride that follows the Beast near Kings Island in Ohio, USA. While its father holds several records as the fastest and tallest wooden roller coaster, the Son of Beast boasts its records, but not the kind of records that anybody should want. The roller coaster stood 218 feet tall when it first opened to the public in the year 2000. On that fateful day, the Son of Beast became the first wooden hypercoaster. It was the first modern vehicle to include a vertical loop and reached a top speed of 78 miles per hour. It also had a double helix after the drop from its top height of 218 feet. Son of Beast held the record for the second longest roller coaster in the world. 2. Puff the Little Fire Dragon, Lagoon, Utah. This final event demonstrates that rides do not have to be excessively vigorous or strenuous to be deadly. Puff the Little Fire Dragon at Lagoon in Utah is the coaster in issue. A small children's coaster with only a few bumps in the track. In 1989, a 6-year-old boy called Ryan Beckstead tried to unbuckle his seatbelt after one lap, assuming the ride was done. While it went around many times, he was thrown from the car and became entangled beneath the ride's tracks. When the ride returned around after finishing a loop, the car hit him in the head, killing him. 1. Action Park, also known as Action Lawsuit Park, also known as Accident Park. Since its inception in 1978, Action Park has been known as the most dangerous theme park ever. The park has been plagued by lawsuits, accidents, and safety issues. To begin, consider their rides at Motor World, such as the Super Go-Karts. Guests were expected to travel at a speed of approximately 32 kilometers an hour. But wouldn't you know it, employees would frequently exceed the speed limit, allowing clients to play bumper cars at rates of up to 80 kilometers per hour. As you might expect, this resulted in a large number of customers being sent to the hospital with head injuries. And that's a wrap, folks. If you want to see more videos like this, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon next to it to be notified each time we release new videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.